Alright, we're back at the Drummers Breakfast. Now, Charles, I got to grab you for this question.
Okay.
Ademo is a friend of mine. He's also one of the on-air personalities at Magic 102.3. And we were trying to figure out what year exactly can we say that Go-Go was stamped?
Oh, God. Okay, there's a two-part response to that.
Okay.
The first part is this, is that Go-Go initially was used to identify the dance hall. So instead of saying you're going to a dance hall, you say I'm going to a Go-Go. So that was like Masonic Temple, the Panorama Room, and it was actually before the beat. You know, Chuck Brown invented the beat, so people were just going to the Go-Go to have a good time. So that was probably around 69, 1970 when you were going to the Go-Go. Okay? It wasn't until about maybe 75, 76 when Chuck Brown did We the People or Blow Your Whistle that the beat actually caught on. Now you gotta understand now that Chuck was playing the beat long time ago. Other bands were trying to make it in their own right. So you had like The Aggression, 100 Years Time, Young Senators, and other groups that were not playing the beat. And E was one of them, but Chuck was always playing the beat. And so it was around 75, 76 that it started to catch on. And Chuck, by that time, Young Senators had left town. A lot of people don't realize this, but this used to be the Young Senators' town. Young Senators used to rule Washington, D.C., and then they left, and they backed up Eddie Kendricks, who was with the Temptations. And when they left, Chuck Brown took over, and he never relented after that. I mean, after that, it was always his town. Now, you know, through the history, Red Essence would always raise their heads. But in the final analysis, DC was Chuck Brown's town. Okay. You know, so that's the two-part response to Go-Go. I think around 75, 76.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Preach, here's the question I got for you. What was your best place that you ever played?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
What was your worst? All of them?
Practice.
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 Okay.
I got a chance to practice and do the unknown. The unknown is what I've done. I still have never seen done. And that's I took it to a whole nother stage. I learned to lay down and play drums on my back.
What?
Real deep stuff. And I learned this stuff from people like Alphonse Mouzance. See what I'm saying? Billy Carband, some real deep drummers. If you never heard of these drummers, go check them out.
Yeah.
Some deep drummers. You know, I mean, we was playing rock and roll before we got into our own funk, which is now called Go-Go. I mean, we was playing rock and roll, just like the story Bear told. We was a rock and roll group until we found out that rock and roll wasn't gonna put us over.
You get no gigs, man.
We couldn't do it. And we played at a place called the Creamboat Palace. Man, y'all, you talking about bands that played all night. We played till the sun left and the sun was coming back up with no fights, no nothing. Uptown all night long, man. But I'm saying this thing called the beat and go-go is real, and all I can say is I want to pass on what I have to keep this thing going. Whatever I got, I can pass it on and fear nothing, because that's how I am. I can pass it.
This is DJ Swags. Tell him why you mad, son.
You know why I'm mad?
Tell him why you mad, son.
Y'all made that bullshit ass 3D phone. That phone is the worst.
Is it not 3D?
It's 3D, but in 3D, eye hurt me. That joint hurt your eyes after 5 minutes.
Are you saying you need the special glasses or
I'm
something?
saying I'm not even interested in the phone.
What did they give it to you for free?
Nah.
Not even for free, son?
I'm good. Leave me with the Evo. The regular Evo.
You got the regular Evo?
I got the regular Evo. Not no Evo 3D, just regular straight Evo.
But I'm saying, what if they were sponsoring your show?
If they sponsor my show, give me everything else from Sprint but that 3D phone.
Damn, y'all, but that's their flagship phone right
Ain't
now.
no good, son. I don't want that joint.
But it's the flagship
Keep
phone.
that phone.
So that's why you mad, son?
Yes. Now I'm gonna step back to something that you just commented about. I'm coming down here to Trey. We talked a minute ago about how they trying to shut the clubs down, this, that, and other. In case y'all didn't know, I gotta make sure y'all know what's going on with this little situation here. Right now, they are trying to sign this bill in Prince George's County, basically in the state of Maryland, to closing every club at 2 o'clock. And if any club has go-go bands in it, they're gonna shut the clubs down at 1. The bands will have to stop at 1 o'clock and the club will still have to close at 2. They're trying to pass this bill by October the 1st. Now here's the other change up that you don't know, that a lot of people don't know. If you are a club operating as a restaurant, whether you have a restaurant license or not, yeah, picture this. You will have to renew that license, entertainment license, dance license. They got so many different licenses that it ain't even funny. For an extra $1,500 on top of what you're already paying. And I'm gonna tell you something. The big problem of it all is, what's adding up is a lot of the fight situations that we're having in the club with the violence. Trey, speak on how you feel about the violence in the go-go's.
Ask Danny that question. He was just about to fight tonight.
It seemed like to me, honestly, as we all done got older and the go-go music then kind of changed like to a more R&B perspective because they made this grown and sexy thing. It seemed like the fights are very minimum now. And I don't know what goes on in the younger go-go's, but my age bracket, which is 30 and over, we don't have no fights really. And maybe it's because it's the type of music that we play. So I don't know what goes on in like these younger go-go's, quote unquote, bounce beat. That's pretty much where the violence is coming from, because I'm an old head now because I'm in my 30s, I guess, but we don't have that type of violence with what we do. Grown and sexy, we don't have that. So I don't know where the violence is coming from, but it's not our end of the music. I think it's more the younger crowd.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay.